We'd like to welcome you to Bobby Keith Gymnasium in Clay County in Manchester here on PRTC TV as we bring you exciting high school basketball action. Thank you for joining us. If you are here with us live on this Monday, January 23rd, then you are catching us streaming live on our PRTC TV Facebook page or our PRTC TV YouTube channel. Either way, make sure you share the broadcast with your friends and spread the word and help us to promote these student athletes. Along with TJ Isaacs, we've also got Justin Lakes, Hunter Carroll, Mark Solfridge, Ed Smith, and Brian Murray, all ready to bring you all the action of this mismatch doubleheader tonight. And Ed joining us from the Southeast Kentucky Network, and he is all things Clay County High School basketball. We've had a lot of unpredictable things happen this year, and when you talk about Clay County, the first two things come to mind is that the rankings are, you can throw them out the window completely. Middlesboro has never beaten Clay County as far as online records, and we're getting ready to feature the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets and the Clay County Tigers in our first matchup. But, Ed, you guys had Harlan Independent, the top team in the region, on the ropes, and it was an interestingly officiated game. Went over to North Laurel, and these Clay County boys gave North Laurel all they could handle for the first 16. High school basketball, is there anything more unpredictable?
Absolutely not. Just like you said, I was a little shocked when you showed me the stat that goes back to 1997 where Middlesboro had not defeated Clay County in 24 games. But because I know they've got a very proud tradition over there. I know a lot of the games I looked at the scores were very close. I'm expecting a good ball game here tonight. And I also know that Clay County plays Jackson County tomorrow night.
Yes.
Certainly don't need for them to be looking forward tonight, or they could be looking at a L.
Oh, yeah. This could be one of those what they call a sleeper game right before you play a 49th district rival. Middlesboro has struggled this year under first-year head coach John Wheat. They come to us from the 52nd district, which has got Harlan, along with Harlan Independent and Bale in that district. And Middlesboro comes in 4-14 on the season with a 41 RPI. Clay County at 8-9 with a 50 RPI. And at home, you would certainly think Clay County would have the advantage. Middlesboro only won 4 games this year. They were against the J. Frank White Academy out of Harrogate, Tennessee, Claiborne out of Tennessee, and Cordia and Redbird have been the only wins they have had. OBI beat them by 3, had a real close game there. Williamsburg beat them 101-90. I don't think there was a whole lot of defense in that basketball game. But Middlesboro coming to town, and then after this game, we'll be featuring the Clay County Lady Tigers hosting the Jackson County Lady Generals in a 49th district matchup. Now, if you're wondering, first of all, why we have a mismatch doubleheader, and second of all, why the games are flip-flopped somewhat. We don't know why the games are flip-flopped necessarily, but they mixed up they broke up the doubleheader between Clay County and Jackson County tomorrow night, because the Jackson County girls are playing Bishop Brossard in the All-A State Tournament Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, and that makes sense to me, just a little extra rest before a big state tournament.
Oh, yeah. They need to go up there and make a good showing. They won a game last year in the All-A, and, they're looking to improve on that, and I have every reason to believe that they can play with the best of them.
Now, as far as this game coming up that's going to be kicking off here in about 6 minutes, I believe Clay County are as healthy as they've been all year?
So far, unless something's happened that I'm not aware of in practice or something. But I saw Jeremy Hibbert, our only senior guard, had played big minutes early in the season, but had a high ankle sprain and had missed some games. But I did see him dressed out, so he may be getting back in the lineup tonight.
Now, we don't know a tremendous amount about the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets. It's a pretty far drive for them. We don't get a tremendous amount of the 49th versus the 52nd. Longtime coach Lewis Morris, I believe he retired last year, and they got a brand new coach. But you talked about the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets. It's a school been around a very long time, and they've had some good football teams over the years. But basketball-wise, I was impressed that Clay County has blanked them 24-0 over the last 25 seasons.
Yeah, that was just a complete shock to me, because I guess I grew up in the late 70s and all throughout the 80s, and they always seem to play us to death, So, it's that was just one of those shockers for me. But like I said, I look back and look at the scores, and there's been a lot of close ball games that were there also.
49th district we're in the process of kind of an ebb and a flow, so to speak, in that, Clay County was just completely and utterly dominant in the 49th district, basically from the early 2000s up until the last 5 or 6 years. And Ed, we're really watching the district kind of take a turn, so to speak, in that for years it was Clay and Jackson as the rivalry. North joined the 49th district from the 12th region back in 05, 06 in that area. But the 49th district doesn't look like it did 10 years ago.
No. When as soon as North Laurel kind of got their program where they wanted it, they've sustained it there. Coach Valentine's done an excellent job, of course, there at North. And I guess anytime you've got a UK Wildcat signee that's awful good, and you could watch Reed Shepard play when he was just 6th or 7th grade, which I did get the privilege of watching him play. You could tell he was going to be a special talent. And then you throw in they've got 6 or 7 guys that can play, and they showed it here the last time we did a PRTC telecast here. They played without 3 starters, and they never missed a beat.
No, it was almost like the people that came in and took those injured player spots. It was seamless in how it was done. I mean, you got players like Chadwell, and you got Brody Brock, and you got Ryan Davidson, and they've got 3 or 4 shooters that can come off the bench and light you up. That Rawlings boy that came over here and hit a bunch of threes consecutive back after back. But as the way things go, every 4 years, this thing kind of turns over, and there will not be a Reed Shepard or a Ryan Davidson or, I believe, Chadwell. I believe they all graduate, don't they?
I think that's right.
And it'll be interesting to see what these other schools like Jackson County and Clay County and OBI and Redbird, if they can rise up to meet the challenge. Of course, we're not too far away from the end of the season. We did have the Clay County homecoming before this game tonight. I won't give you any spoilers in case you want to check it out on the Southeast Kentucky Network on their YouTube channel. You're going to be bringing that to them, aren't you?
Yes, sir, I am. As a nice ceremony, and we'll be happy to get that on there and let everybody watch it.
But we had the homecoming tonight, and anytime you start having homecoming, you're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Clay County's last regular season game is scheduled for February the 16th, so we're literally 4 weeks away from the end of the regular season. This thing happens in a hurry, and we'll see what these two teams can do tonight. Now, after this game, again, it is a mismatch doubleheader. We'll have the Lady Generals of Jackson County taking on the Clay County Lady Tigers on this same floor. That'll be our 7:30 broadcast, a separate broadcast here on PRTC TV. Clay County Tigers, we talked about Hayden Harris. He's averaging over 20 points a game. He has done everything that Coach Glenn Gray could ask of him. I think the biggest question for Glenn Gray is bringing on that supporting cast. Who can we build around Hayden Harris to make this thing swing? And the times that we've had people like your Ethan Jacksons and your Desarn and your Wagers and Hibbards and ones that have got in there and really made the mark, that's when you all have been able to play within one at North Laurel at halftime and have the top team in the region on the ropes till the last minute. Do you believe that we're starting to see some more consistent production from people that aren't named Hayden Harris on this basketball team?
Oh, yeah. I certainly, I'm a big fan of Ethan Jackson for sure. I think he handles the ball good. Probably the best rebounding guard. Him and Reed Shepard, very good rebounding guards. He leads us in rebounding, a little over 7.5 a game. And he's a tremendous shooter in the paint. He's one of our guys that will take it to the hoop. And, of course, Desarn, he's a real streaky shooter, but now when he gets it and sees one goes in, there's liable to be a bunch go in.
We talked before we went on the air about Ethan Jackson. Not a three-point shooter. He likes to get in the paint and mix it up. Certainly can shoot the three, but that's really not his forte, so to speak. Clock is winding down. We are going to step away for a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups and feature the Clay County Tigers hosting the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets. Starting lineup straight ahead. Stay tuned here to PRTC TV.
Yes, we're all quite over staying home right now. But we can make it better by streaming the great shows and movies we've been wanting to see. PRTC can help. With fast, reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig, enhanced by reliable Wi-Fi. Stream all you want, no matter how many gadgets are going at once. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade today.
There's so many great things about life in gig country, and PRTC is proud to be one more. A local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day, and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more, because we have an appointment with destiny.
Today, reliable internet is crucial for everyone to thrive. PRTC gets it. And we want you to know if you are currently enrolled in the Affordable Connectivity Program or Lifeline to help with your PRTC bill. You will lose these important benefits if you sign up for a government-funded cell phone plan. Protect your ACP or Lifeline benefit. Contact PRTC to learn more.
You ready?
You're gonna love this.
To crank it up
Yeah.
and rock it out. We took you backstage and we made you laugh out loud. We brought you great stories and a front row seat to some of country music's biggest stages. But trust us, y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
That's an avalanche of awesome.
This is the Circle Network, and we are just getting started.
Egypt and Mike are back to business.
This is going to be one of our best yet.
Balancing project bids.
You can do that. I can do anything.
And busy kids.
Here we go.
Get head over heels for their jaw-dropping reveal.
That is cool.
My yang. And my yang.
Married to Real Estate. All new Thursday at 9 on HGTV.
So, what are we doing here?
Well, just a trim. Maybe kind of a layered look.
Will you read the sign?
How about some real choice? Like the choices you get with IPTV, new from PRTC. Enjoy free HD and new features like on-screen caller ID. Plus, record 4 programs at once with our HD DVR. PRTC, it's all about you.
Big or small, you need to call 811 before you dig. At least 2 business days before digging, you need to call 811. It's fast, it's free, and it's the law. Why call 811? We mark underground utility lines so you can dig safely. DIY or a pro, you always need to call 811. It's fast to call 811 or visit our website. It's free, and it's the law. Preventing gas and utility damages keeps us all safe. Big or small, you need to call 811 before you dig.
Welcome back to Bobby Keith Gymnasium here at Clay County High School in Manchester for tonight's game between the visiting Middlesboro Yellow Jackets and the Clay County Tigers. PRTC TV, our full broadcast crew, ready to bring you all the action. First of all, the starting lineups, for the visiting Middlesboro Yellow Jackets under first-year head coach John Wheat. They have a record of 4-14 on the season. They will start number 21, Trey King. Number 3, Jeremiah Beck. Ashton Osborne wears number 4. Braden Bernard wears number 1. And number 40 is Trey Kyle. Leading scorer for Middlesboro on the season is going to be Jeremiah Beck. That's number 3, wears number 3, 14 points a game. And Trey King, second in scoring, averaging 10 points per game. He wears number 21. Their leading scorer on the season is not with the team. We're not sure why. Number 2, Caden Grigsby, but he is not with the team tonight. Now for the Clay County Tigers under head coach Glenn Gray. They have a record this year of 8 wins and 9 losses on the season. They will start number 25. Their leading scorer, leading three-point shooter, leading free throw shooter, Hayden Harris, averaging 20 points per game, wearing number 25. Number 22 is Ethan Jackson, averaging 10 points and 7 rebounds per game. Number 4, Landon Desarn, averaging 12 points per game. He's knocked down 27 threes and shoots 71% from the line. Number 14, Grayson Hooker. And number 40 is Aiden Wagers. Aiden leads them in field goal percentage at 55% and averages 7.5 points per game. And from hearing people talk, he is a well of a football player.
Absolutely glad to see him, and proof is right there. You can play multiple sports in high school and should play as many as you can. And he's a fine athlete, and man, what a good basketball player he's becoming too. He's hard to handle.
Is he play the line?
Played defensive. Played mostly on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, defensive lineman.
Yeah. Yeah, my niece Summer, first game we covered with Aiden in there, and she said, yeah, he's a really, really good football player.
Yeah, he is.
It's going to be Hayden Harris jumping for Clay County. And I believe that's Trey King jumping for Middlesboro. Tip controlled by the Tigers. Only other team I know of in the region, Ed Smith, that does the yellow and black like Clay. Or is that yellow and black? It is, isn't it?
Yep, that's our gold and black uniforms.
Yep. Clay County in their home white, and Hayden Harris wastes no time with a little floater from the right side. Clay County on the board first, 2-0. Clay County, some pressure in the backcourt, some full court man-to-man. They beat it in the front court. Shot is up and no good. Middlesboro gets their offensive rebound and can't get the second attempt to go. And I believe it's going to go out of bounds off the hand of number 21, Trey King. So Clay County with a stop on the opening possession. Number 14, Grayson Hooker, going to bring the ball up for the Tigers. He is a sophomore. There's Jackson over to Wagers. King's on him. Backdoor cut. Nice little play right there. Desarn could not finish on that one, but a well-designed play. Here goes the Tigers the other way, and we're going to have a blocking foul they're calling on Wagers. And the basket is good for number 3, Jeremiah Beck. I did not see if he got over there in time.
Oh, he was still moving. He's taken a lot of charges this year. He just a step late on that one right there. Clay County's got 3 sophomores, a junior, and a freshman in the starting lineup.
Everybody will be back.
Yep.
Hayden Harris, their leading scorer, only a junior. Free throw is good for Jeremiah Beck. And Middlesboro inches ahead by a point, 3-2. Man-to-man by the Yellow Jackets. Jackson with the ball out top. We played just over a minute. Clay County looking to pull to an even 500 record with a win tonight, and looks like that number 25 has got the hot hand to start things off, Ed.
Oh, he got 32 the other night against North and shot the lights out. Glad to see him have a really good game.
Ashton Osborne with the miss for Middlesboro. On the other end, the floater is up and good by Landon Desarn. And you talked about Desarn. You can get him going and get him hot. He is hard to handle.
When he sees a couple go in, he's as good as anybody.
Trey King wants a tray, but that one's going to be short and go out of bounds untouched. I can remember a day when an opposing player from another school came to the home court and shot one that didn't bring any kind of rim or backboard. The old air ball would flow through the gymnasium.
That is a fact.
Pass was tipped, now loose on the floor, picked up by the Yellow Jackets, and then knocked out of bounds by Ethan Jackson. So Clay County with a turnover there as they was trying to get it down to Harris, and it looked like it went off a Middlesboro player's hand, then off of Harris's hand. 7-3 in the early going. Clay County up by 4. Again, picking up full court is Clay County, and we're going to have a little bump foul in the backcourt by number 4, DeZarn. His first, team second. You know, sometimes I think officials, I mean, they're human beings as well, and I think they like to kind of set the tone for a game sometimes. I've seen them call some of these little nickel and dimer fouls in early in the game sometime, and it's almost like they're just trying to set the tempo for the game and the way the game's going to go as far as the level of contact they're willing to allow to happen. Miss on 2 shots down there by Middlesboro, and Jackson trying to fight for the loose ball, and we're going to have a jump ball between him and number 40, Trey Kyle. Possession arrow favors the Yellow Jackets, so we'll keep it on this end.
Good hustle by both players hitting the deck.
Middlesboro trying to get it in bounds. They finally do. Beck with it, lobs it down for King. Nice little lob pass. Shot is up, no good. Can't get his rebound to fall either as he got the second attempt. Hayden Harris with the rebound for Clay County. Here comes Hooker. You cannot leave him there because he will make you pay. Harris has 8. Clay County 10, Middlesboro 3, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say off of Trey Kyle back to Clay County.
Yeah, Hayden was 5 of 11 from 3 the other night over at North, and I think 13 out of 20 for the ball game in all field goals. 32, he looked good.
I think Jackson had a good game too, didn't he?
Yes.
Down low, they find Wagers, bodying up, can't get the basket to fall. Rebound to King for Middlesboro. Beck, number 3, penetrates, gets cut off. Nice penetration there by number 1 off the glass. That is Bernard. Can't get it to fall. Harris, same spot as before. I believe he has hit all 3 threes from the exact spot right there in the left elbow. And Hayden Harris with his 3rd 3 of the game. We've only played 3.5 minutes. We have a timeout on the floor called by Middlesboro. We'll take a quick break. 13-3, Clay over Middlesboro here on PRTC TV.
Bring your own device to Appalachian Wireless and get up to $300 in bill credits. If you're looking to switch to the Big Blue Appalachian Wireless Network, there's no better time than right now. Up to $300 in bill credits are possible if you own your own device. Go into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web to learn more and to see the new phones and plans available at Appalachian Wireless. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Restrictions apply. Full terms on AppalachianWireless.com/BYOD.
Junior Hayden Harris for Clay County, number 25, has hit 3 3-pointers, all from the same spot on the floor. He's got 11 of Clay County's 13, and they've got an early 10-point lead over the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets. From Clay County High School, this is PRTC TV. Ed Smith from the Southeast Kentucky Network. Brian Murray happy to bring you all the action here tonight from Bobby Keith Gymnasium. Clay County beats the pressure but loses the handle on the basketball and going to be stolen. Other way, Jackson is stripped on the way up, and I believe we're going to have a foul on Trey Kyle for Middlesboro. First on Trey, and the first foul called on Middlesboro here in the game thus far. Ethan Jackson going to the line, averaging 10 points per game and 7 rebounds. Ed mentioned before the broadcast, one of the better rebounding guards. Well, actually, he's not shooting free throws, but one of the better rebounding guards in the region.
Absolutely. He'll get in there and mix it up. He's and knows how to box out. Good rebounder.
Down low, they find Wagers. Can't get the shot off. Can he go 4 for 4? Nope. Had a hand in his face that time.
I'm going to say the timeout was all about run him off that spot.
Yes. Don't let him beat you there all night long. Middlesboro misses. Number 3, Beck can't get it to fall. Jackson there for the rebound. Yeah, I believe they know who Harris is now. He may have to work a little bit harder to get his baskets from here on out. Hooker is the open 3. It is in and out. Went halfway down the cylinder, wouldn't fall. Trey King with the rebound for Middlesboro. And we've got a charging foul called on number 40, Trey Kyle, and he's picked up back-to-back fouls here as the only 2 fouls for Middlesboro. Number 5, Joseph Killian checks in for Middlesboro. And Beck goes out, and also Kyle checks out. And Number 10 checking in, Caden Adkins. Wager steps out for Clay County. And number 45, Elijah Bundy, checking in. He's right there on the team lead in reboundings, Elijah Bundy is, with 7 per game.
Led us last year, almost 9.5 a game. A little bit off this year, but he's also got some competition on rebounds with Jackson and Wagers.
Again, Grayson Hooker has one go halfway down the cylinder and won't fall. Jackson right there for the rebound, and we're going to have a Middlesboro foul.
The foul's on Logan. That's his first, team third.
It's actually 0-0 that he checked in for Clay County, not number 10, Richie Logan. He picks up his first foul, team's third. They inbound down low to Bundy. He can't get a shot off. Hooker penetrates, kicks it right side. Desarn for 3. That one's short. Trey King with another rebound for Middlesboro. Score remains 13-3. Been in a little bit of a scoring slump here for the last minute and a half. Number 1 penetrates with the floater. Will not fall. Harris with the rebound off the miss by Braden Bernard. Hooker into front court. Jackson has it knocked away. Down low. Here's Bundy. Can't get a shot off. And we've got traveling called on Jackson. Wasn't following him over there as much as I was the pass that was going across, but evidently he got happy feet or switched his pivot, one or the other.
I believe he did. I couldn't hardly see it either. That was almost directly the farthest we can get away from where we're sitting out here.
Got Desarn checking out, and number 20, Landon Smith, checking in for Clay County.
It looks like Connor Gilbert, number 12, is checked in.
Yes, Connor. Knocked away. Good steal there by Smith, who had just checked in. Gets it over to Harris, and Harris is going to be fouled by Rice, it appears. It's a tough place for Harris to catch that ball as he had Yellow Jackets all around him. Trey King's first personal, the team's 4th, non-shooting foul, and Hayden Harris will trigger it in. Knocked away. Here's a long NBA 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound fought for, loose, and picked up by King of Middlesboro. Long pass ahead to Killian. Back to King. Off the glass, no good, but we're going to get a Clay County foul, I believe, on number 0, Tate Rice, who had just checked in.
It's kind of something that Coach Gray's been known to do throughout his 7 years here. It's, you know, when you get down toward the end of a quarter, he does like to rest as many starters as he can. Just kind of get them off their feet and get them right back in there when the second quarter begins.
Trey King, their second leading scorer on the season, averaging 10 points and 9 rebounds. He's also their top free throw shooter at 70%.
He's a good-sized boy.
Yes, he is. First one went, second one rattled out, and Wagers there to pull down the board for Coach Gray. Smith over to Harris, now Gilbert. Harris for 3, that one's off the mark. Rebound. Tipped and finally controlled by Clay County. Number 20, Smith, off the basket for an easy one. First points for Landon. First points for Clay County in quite a spell. 15-4. Number 4 for 3. That one's good with the left hand.
Pretty shot.
Ashton Osborne, his first points of the night. Down low they find Wagers, and we're going to have a reach-in foul on Joseph Killian, number 5, his first, team's 5th. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. Desarn going to check back in for the Tigers and giving Harris a break, as you had mentioned earlier. Try to get their players, I guess, fresh for that next quarter coming up.
And we got so many kids that are just right there together, you know, so we're trying to give every one of them a chance to kind of prove themselves, get experience. You know, this is our team for the future, so.
Get them some minutes and find out what they can do.
Right. That's 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior.
Turnaround is up and rolls off for Connor Gilbert. Rebound to the Yellow Jackets. Here comes Osborne the other way for Middlesboro. 15-7. Here's a long three, and that one's good. Number 5, Killian. That's the second back-to-back three there for Middlesboro in their first 2 of the game. Hayden Harris has 3 threes for Clay County. Gilbert, 4-3. That one's too strong. Smith with the rebound for the Tigers, though. DeZarn is going to be fouled as he heads into the paint. 0 for Middlesboro, not happy with the call. Richie Logan, 0, picks up his second, team 6th, so he joins the other post player down there, Trey Kyle, with 2 apiece.
This is usually the out-of-bounds play where they like to lob it up to Hayden.
See if they do that this time, running kind of a stack. They get it into Harris this time, and he puts it up, no good. Got the shot they were looking for. And 3 at the horn, and almost falls in for Braden Bernard. So Middlesboro spent the last 3 minutes kind of climbing back into this one at the end of one. They've trimmed Clay County's lead down to 5 at 15-10. We'll come back and bring you the second quarter of action from Clay County High School up next. Stay tuned to PRTC TV.
HGTV's Feel Good Favorite is back with all new episodes.
Holy cow.
Ben and Aaron are bringing heart and soul to their hometown. Join for all new feels,
We like making dreams come true.
reveals, and everything in between.
We need a bigger bathroom.
Hometown is all new. Sunday at 8 on HGTV.
A bundle from PRTC is your local choice for internet, TV, and phone at a better value. Our internet's faster than ever, with consistent, affordable speeds, no matter how many devices are online. State-of-the-art TV connections deliver more HD choices, convenient DVR options, and now TV everywhere. And unlimited local calling with new long-distance plans, backed by exceptional 24-hour customer service. Make the local choice for a better value. Call or visit PRTC online today.
Time for the start of the second quarter of this one between the visiting Middlesboro Yellow Jackets and the Clay County Tigers. PRTC TV bringing you a mismatched doubleheader tonight. The second game will actually be the Clay County Lady Tigers hosting the Jackson County Lady Generals. Jackson, nice floater down low, but couldn't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound, and second attempt no good. His rebound again, and he's going to pass it back out to the perimeter. Down low, they find Wagers. Flash pass out to Smith, and then Harris called for traveling. So Hayden Harris called for steps. Tigers had 2 or 3 looks at the basket there and couldn't get it to fall. And you mentioned during the quarter break that Middlesboro's on a 7-2 run right now since the Tigers were up 13-3. Floater is no good in there by number 4, Osborne. Tigers with the rebound. Here comes Hooker in a hurry. DeZarn. Jackson. Now Hooker going to bring it back out to Harris. Down low for Jackson, up and in, and that's his game.
Yeah, that's what he does. He slashes, and he's really good around the rim.
So he's going to have a chance for the and one. Bryson Hatfield, who had just checked in recently for Middlesboro, number 30, picks up his first, the team's 7th. Free throw is good by Jackson. First 3 points on the night for Jackson. He averages 10 points a game. On the other end, number 1 beat everybody down to the other end of the floor. Somebody lost Braden Bernard.
The cardinal sin of basketball, you've got to stop the ball first. We got back and guarded everybody else.
Everybody but the ball.
Yes.
And we got a foul called on number 1, Bernard, his first, team's 8th. So for basically the entire second quarter on non-player control fouls, Clay County going to get some unguarded 15-foot looks.
They've improved their free throw shooting, too, throughout the year. I think they're up now to a little over 64%, I believe is what the KHSAA scoreboard said. So it had been less than 60, so we've been improving in that area.
Jackson has shot the only 2 free throws for the Tigers thus far here in this game. He's made them both. Middlesboro 2 of 3 from the line. Second one rolling out. Wagers kept it alive but couldn't corral the rebound. Middlesboro does get it, and they're headed the other way. Nice double team, but good job by.
Yeah, I'm impressed. They're small, but Middlesboro guards, but they handled the ball pretty good.
Kind of a wild 3 shot there as the defense was collapsing, no good, but King gets the rebound. Number 5 for 3. That's Killian, and then they get the rebound again and can't get it to go. So the Yellow Jackets with 3 shots at it, and they come up empty. Here come the Tigers. Double dribble called.
Yeah, he did. He
Jackson.
kind of got it stuck on his hip.
Yeah.
I think he was wanting to do a little hesitation move, which would have been nice, but and probably appropriate for that. But he just got it hung up on his hip, and they called him for it.
That moment of indecision.
Yep.
19-12, Clay by 7. Good hands there by Wagers to knock it away. Those disruptions, those deflections, they don't show up that much in the scorebook, but they matter. King, 3, it's in and out. Harris with the rebound. Here comes Grayson Hooker into front court. Jackson draws the double team. Down low for Wagers. Little baby hook is too strong. Osborne with the rebound for Middlesboro. Bernard penetrates. Floater is no good, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Wagers. So Aiden's tried it twice and has come up empty, but you love seeing a player that will sacrifice his body, try to get that foul, but you just got to be set.
Right, yeah, he did. The official there showed him exactly what he did. He slid over in front of him and called his foul. But, yeah, I'd say he leads the team in taking charges. That's one of his things on defense.
Oh, they're talking to the official right now, trying to get him to say, hey, how do I need to do this to make this work right? Free throw is no good by Braden Bernard. Jackson checks out, and I believe Bundy came in for him, number 45. Second one also no good, so Bernard misses a pair. 5.5 left here in this first half. Clay County with the 7-point lead, 19-12. They've led by as many as 10, and DeZarn loses it. And on the break, number 1 has his shot partially blocked, but right there is number 30, Bryson Hatfield, to follow up the miss. 19-14. Penetration, they get the guy they want for the shot they want, but Harris doesn't convert. But Elijah Bundy with a nice offensive rebound. Can't get the putback to fall, but he'll get a couple of free throws out of it.
Yeah, this is the sort of lineup I kind of like for Clay County. I like Bundy and Wagers both playing down there on the low block because they're going to get plenty of opportunities for putbacks, and they're both really good offensive rebounders.
Yeah, Bundy averaging 7 rebounds per game. Rolls that free throw in. Him and Jackson both averaging 7 rebounds per game, and Harris averaging 6 rebounds a game. So the 3 of them out there, which Jackson out there right now, but the 3 of them together, that's 20 rebounds a game.
Yeah, those are our primary, and then you throw Harris, who's averaging over 6.
Yes.
That's a good rebounded bunch.
Gets them both to go, does Bundy, and the lead up to 7 now, 21-14. Wide open, number 3. No good. King with the rebound for Middlesboro. Back up. He can't get it to fall. I tell you what, that number 21, Trey King, him and the rim have not gotten along today because he can't buy a bucket.
No, it's been unkind for him, and you can tell he's a little frustrated because he's actually got some nice skill, good form on his shot and everything.
Averages 10 a game, but he only has 1 point tonight. Several shots have went halfway down. 4:42 left here in the first half. There's a 3 by number 1, Braden Bernard, and he wanted the foul. I didn't see how much contact there was. He did go to the ground after he shot it. But Bernard with all 5 of his points here in the second quarter. Home crowd getting a little bit antsy. Lead down to 4, 21-17. DeZarn, tough shot, no good, but they're going to whistle the foul on Clay County over the back on Bundy, I believe. His first, team's 5th. Jackson going to come back in for Coach Gray. Also Rice checking in. And I believe DeZarn and Hooker came out. Clay County has not been able to get Hayden Harris really as much involved in the offense as he was in the first quarter. Shot was missed there. Harris with the rebound, knocked away from him, but Wagers recovers. Jackson from 15, too strong. And good job there by the Middlesboro player to knock it out of bounds off of Bundy. Heads up play by Killian.
Well, I think the what's been answered by Middlesboro is they didn't come over here to lose. They came over to fight as hard as they can, and they're right there in the ball game.
Foul from behind on Tate Rice, and he's picked up his second, the team's 6th. So Wagers and Rice with 2 apiece for Clay County. Hatfield, Logan, and Kyle all with 2 apiece for Middlesboro. Bernard, who just missed a pair from there a moment ago, and he's now 0 for 3.
Strange how they probably can make 22 footers all day long, but can't make one from 15.
Guarded 22 footers.
Yeah, hand in the face.
Bernard only shoots 48% from the line. What happened?
Got a timeout for Clay County.
A timeout for Clay County. We'll take a break as well. Clay County hanging on to a 3-point lead over the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets. 3:46 left in the first half. 21-18. We're back in just a jiff here on PRTC TV.
Kelsey yet to have a catch tonight. What can Mahomes come up with? They only bring 3 as he escapes.
The Super Bowl experience presented by Lowe's. Interactive games, autographs, NFL memorabilia, and more. Kickoff February 4th at the Phoenix Convention Center. Get your tickets today at superbowl.com/experience tickets.
Clay County 21, Middlesboro 18. We are midway through the second quarter here from Clay County High School on PRTC TV. Ed Smith with me from the Southeast Kentucky Network. Share that stat you did off the air just a moment ago since the Clay County led 13-3.
Yeah, they've doubled us up 16-8 since then, so Clay County needs a bucket.
Clay County's not had that offensive spark they had in the first half. Harris, nice move down low. He gets his shot blocked, but good job there by Elijah Bundy to follow it and put it back up and in. Big bucket right there for Clay County.
Yeah, I don't think Hayden Harris has scored since he had the first 11 out of 13 points.
He has not. He's not scored at all here in the second quarter. And really his 11 points came in the early part of the first quarter.
Yeah, first part of the first quarter.
Bundy, baseline, no good. Right back up and will not fall for DeZarn. Sat on the rim for a week. And here comes number 3, Beck, in a hurry for Middlesboro. And he's going to be fouled by Harris. Only the first on Harris in the game, the team's 7th. This will be a shooting foul for Jeremiah Beck, number 3. Jeremiah Beck, their leading scorer, averaging 14 points a game. Only 3 thus far in this one. And only shoots 41% from the line, 22 of 53.
Couldn't tell it from that motion.
No, he's 2 of 2. He made his old-fashioned three-point play back in the first quarter. He's got 4 points. They're led by Bernard with 6. Clay led by Harris with 8. Misses that one, so he does get 2 of 3. And Jackson up high for the rebound. To Jackson, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Bundy, back up and in. I'll tell you what, Elijah Bundy has been huge here in this second quarter. He's got 6 of our 10 points.
Yeah, well, Elijah's plenty capable of scoring around the goal. He's going to get his offensive rebound, so he's going to get opportunities.
Man-to-man by the Tigers. Nice move down there by number 1, Braden Bernard. He's got all 8 of his points here in the second quarter. And back down to a 4-point game. Rice tried to get it down to Jackson, knocked away by King of Middlesboro. And here comes number 1, called for steps. Had a lot of speed, and buddy, when you try to stop when you got that much speed going, those sneakers are going to slide.
Yeah, he'd been better off just to put it up on glass and see what happened there.
That's right.
But, you know, I'm impressed with their the three guards right here. They've got plenty of quickness. They handle the ball. Done a good job.
Again, they try to get it to Harris, but it's knocked away. Middlesboro running a 2-on-1 and doesn't fall. Good defense back there by Clay County. Here comes Harris off the glass and good. Probably a good no call by the official, as Harris did make a great effort to sidestep to the right. And we're going to have a Clay County foul as Beck drives the lane. And we got a technical foul called. I believe it's on Bundy.
No, I think they got Jackson.
Did they get Jackson?
Yeah. He kind of jogged back. He thought he got all ball and disagreed with the official. And
so who was the initial foul called on?
I think Jackson got both of those, wouldn't it?
Jackson got both fouls? Jackson did? So Mark is telling me he thinks Jackson got both the foul and the technical.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yes.
Okay, so we got to assess him too. And that will count as 2 team fouls as well. Team fouls 8 and 9. So Beck will get an opportunity to shoot 2 free throws here, and Middlesboro will get the ball back with 1:22 left in the first half. Beck's free throw is good. Well, he's not shooting them like he shoots 48%.
No, they all look good. When he makes them, they don't even hit rim. They hit the bottom of the net.
3 of 4 from the line for Beck and make it 4 of 5. So 6 points for Jeremiah Beck, and that trims the lead down from 6 to 4.
A chance to cut into that.
Yep, so now we're into 1 and a bonus.
No, I think these are the technicals here.
These are the technicals,
yes.
Okay. Yeah, Beck's fouls were a shooting foul. So Killian gets that one. So in essence, will they get the ball back too?
Yep.
So
this could be a
up to a 7-point
possession.
trip. Yep.
Yeah.
So Middlesboro.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah, 4 of them right there. So the 6-point lead down to 2. So Coach Glenn Gray gets Jackson out of there just to kind of settle the situation a little bit.
Yeah, it's uncharacteristic of Ethan. He don't usually get that emotional.
A long 3 by Middlesboro's number 1, Bernard. It does go out of bounds off of Aiden Wagers, so Middlesboro will keep it on this end. Well, the mark that me and Ed Smith are using in this game is when Clay County was up by 10, 13-3. Traveling called on number 3, Beck. And you can do some quick math and see we've been outscored 22-14 since we were up 13-3. And that's been a bit of a bugaboo for this Clay County team this year is getting ahead and forging ahead and not letting teams get back into games.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We've had about 4 just like that and played real well for 3 quarters or whatever. And then kind of lose our way for a little while.
Good to see the big man get going. Aiden Wagers with the basket in the paint. His first points on the night. Floater by number 3. Beck is no good. Rebound to Bundy. Here comes Hooker. Kicks it over to Harris. Harris shot up, no good, but quite a bit of body contact from number 21, King, and Harris will go to the free throw line. Second on King. Team's 10th.
Hayden leads us in free throw percentage, I believe, for starters anyway. I think right, almost 75%, 74 point something, I think I read today.
You are exactly right. He is the leading. As far as qualifying by how many attempts you have to take, he's the leader. Does miss that first one, though. Leads the team. He's made 36 three-pointers. Shoots 74% from the line. Third on the team in rebounds and 6, and the leading scorer at 20.5. Number 20 checking back in, Landon Smith. He has given Coach Gray some good minutes off the bench here in this first half. Had a bucket back in the first quarter. 31 seconds left here before halftime. 29-25. Clay County leading by 4. Harris's second free throw is good. 14 for Hayden Harris. He had 11 of them in that first quarter. Only 3 here in the second period.
Yeah, it looked like he was on his way to a 40-point game, but kind of cooled off.
Yeah, Middlesboro made some adjustments. Number 4, that is a 3 for Ashton Osborne. His second 3 of the game, and it's down to a 2-point lead. 15
seconds. They used to say that was string music.
He brought some rain, too. High arcing shot. Stolen. Number 1, Bernard with the pick, up and no good. Back up again, no good. 3 opportunities at it, and they can't get it to fall, and time's going to expire without getting a shot off.
A blown opportunity there to have tied this ball game, but you got to like the fight there from Middlesboro.
Yeah, we're getting some barking between Wagers and Logan as they head to their respective locker rooms. But Clay County did not have the second quarter like they'd had the first quarter, and Middlesboro's climbed back into this one. They're going to bring the coaches together, I think, to talk about some of the chippiness and make sure they're going to tell their players to kind of settle things down as they head into the locker room. But we've got us a tight one here as far as the end of the first half. Clay County Tigers 30 and the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets 28. We'll come back with Hunter at the half and also check scores from around the district and region, and then get you ready for the second half of Clay County Tiger basketball coming up next. Again, the halftime score, Clay by 2 over Middlesboro, 30-28 here on PRTC TV.
As a U.S. veteran, imagine getting the care you need without driving all the way to Lexington. At the Virtual Living Room in McKee, you'll have access to VA doctors who can prescribe medications through an easy-to-use computer set up in a private, comfortable environment inside the Jackson County Public Library. Schedule an appointment through your VA doctor today. Gigabit broadband internet service for the Virtual Living Room is provided by PRTC.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, in touch. PRTC cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with GigaSpire Whole Home Wi-Fi makes life better. If you need an upgrade or just have a question, get in touch. Call or visit PRTC online today.
February 12th. The furriest rivalry in sports is back. When Team Rough battles Team Fluff.
What a game!
The Big Blue Crew versus the Tangerine Machine.
Touchdown!
Puppy Bowl 19. Sunday, February 12th on Animal Planet.
Not enough power? Not okay. Weak Wi-Fi? Also not okay. These days, your home's got Wi-Fi connected gadgets and devices here, there, everywhere, and they all use more and more Wi-Fi until, luckily, an easy upgrade to PRTC fast, reliable internet with GigaSpire Whole Home Wi-Fi makes it all okay. Call or visit PRTC online for a great upgrade offer today.
Located in the Jackson County Regional Industrial Park in Annville, Kentucky, the Jackson County McKee Industrial Development Authority helps companies and communities win. It is and always will be our mission to recruit new business and industry and support the people in our region. We want the people and industry to stay in Jackson County, and here's why. We offer workforce information and training, business planning for new and existing businesses, the fastest broadband in Kentucky, state-of-the-art facilities, and financial assistance and tax incentives. All of this with a rich culture of communities that care. We were just announced as a certified work-ready in progress area. What does this mean for Jackson County? It means that we're ready to go to work with a diverse, skilled, and dedicated workforce. We now have a prime 22-acre construction-ready location just off the newly constructed Highway 30 and only 18 miles from I-75. Close enough, yet far enough. We're Kentucky's advanced manufacturing hub.
Fiber-powered internet from PRTC is fast. Crazy fast. Experience crazy fast internet speeds from PRTC with reliable downloads up to 1 gig. Now you can surf, stream, game, chill with speed to spare. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Accelerate your internet. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade your internet today.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Halftime score from Clay County High School. The Tigers clinging to a 2-point lead, 30-28 over the visiting Middlesboro Yellow Jackets here on PRTC TV. Clay County got off to a hot start, led by as many as 10 at 13-3. And then in the final minute and a half of the first quarter, Middlesboro climbed back into it. Clay County outscored them 15-10 in that first period, primarily behind Hayden Harris's 11 points in that first quarter. Middlesboro continued to play scrappy and outscored the Clay County Tigers 18-15 in that second frame to bring us to our halftime score of 30-28. Let's find out how we got here overall, individual and team stats. It's time for Hunter at the half.
We'll start with the individual or the team stats there. Clay County shot 11 of 31 from the field for 35%, compared to Middlesboro's 8 of 31 for 36%. Middlesboro was 4 of 8 for 50% from 3, compared to Clay County's 3 of 11 for 3. Clay County shot 5 of 7 from the free throw line for 71%, compared to Middlesboro's 8 of 13 for 62%. Middlesboro had 18 team rebounds compared to Clay County's 25 team rebounds. Clay County did have 9 first-half turnovers compared to Middlesboro's 5. And then if you go to the team, we'll start with Middlesboro. You had number 21, Trey King, with 1 point and 9 rebounds in the first half, Brian. Number 30, Bryson Hatfield with 2 points. Number 5, Joseph Killian with 5 points. Number 4, Ashton Osborne with 6 points. Number 3, Jeremiah Beck with 6 points. And then Middlesboro was led by number 1, Braden Bernard with 8 points. And then if you flip over to the Clay County side, you had Landon Zarn with 2 points. Number 40, Aiden Wagers with 2 points. Number 20, Landon Smith with 2 points. Number 22, Ethan Jackson with 4 points. Number 45, Elijah Bundy with 6 points. And then the Tigers were led by number 25, Hayden Harris with 14 points and 5 rebounds in the first half.
All right, so again, your halftime score 30-28. Hunter, one thing that you had mentioned off the air before we came back at halftime for your stats, and something that also Ed Smith from the Southeast Kentucky Network was saying too, is that this is a bit of a trap game for Clay County because they've got 49th district rival Jackson County, who they only beat by 5 earlier in the season, and it just appears that Clay County came out with some spunk there in that first quarter. But ever since then, they can't get a basket to fall. A lot of frustration. We've seen some chippiness and some pushing, and Middlesboro is just hanging around and almost like they're just trying to aggravate Clay County a little bit, and it's working thus far.
Yeah, and one thing too, Brian, that some kind of people really don't kind of know or paying attention is that what I think can affect kids as well is a homecoming, because you got to get ready earlier. You know, most of the time, some of your players are going to be in home court. And you know, a lot of people kind of think, well, that's crazy. But as you know as well as I do, getting any high school kid out of a certain rhythm that they've participated in and they've been in so long can really sometimes kind of cause kids trouble. And kind of just like you said, a trap game maybe kind of overlooked. Middlesboro just going off the record, things like that, you know. But like you said, no, they've kind of put themselves in a position where they're going to be in a dogfight in this quarter, especially, you know. Unless, you know, they might be able to just kind of come out and maybe Coach Gray kind of told them maybe it's time to wake up. Let's go out and dominate this second half.
Well, with Harris knocking down those 3 threes from the same spot at the left elbow, and they had that timeout. But ever since then, Middlesboro has really tried to hammer down on Hayden Harris, and he has not been nearly a part of the offense like he was in that first quarter. So 14 for Hayden Harris to lead Clay County. We've got about a minute and a half for the start of the third quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back and bring you all the second half action coming up next. We got a good one. Tigers 30, Yellow Jackets 28 on PRTC TV.
There are lots of small reasons to have home phone service, and one very big one. 911 emergency location. Only a call from your home phone instantly transmits your address to emergency personnel. Cell phones can't.
911, what's your emergency?
If trouble comes to your home, seconds count. PRTC Home Phone helps first responders do their job. It's a small price to pay for what you can save.
The biggest game happens before kickoff.
Are you ready to tailgate?
Each week, 2 teams of culinary warriors battle on an NFL team's home turf, sidelining ordinary football food for game-changing gourmet.
Oh my God!
All new NFL Tailgate Takedown, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network.
Going to be Yellow Jackets ball to open up the third quarter here on PRTC TV. Clay County leads Middlesboro 30-28. Some keys to victory, Ed Smith from the Southeast Kentucky Network. What do you believe Glenn is trying to instill in their heads there at halftime?
Well, I hope he said we need to set some picks for Hayden Harris and get him some open looks and start making some of these shots under the goal. We've had plenty of opportunities. And probably run them off the three-point line a little bit. They've made 4.
Down low, good feed down to Harris, but he can't finish. Number 3, Beck with the rebound. Long shot off the glass, acrobatic by Braden Bernard. He was big in the second quarter. He had all 8 of his points in that second quarter. Now he's got 10, only averages 7, and we're tied at 30.
I think this is the first tie of the game.
It is. Down low, they find Wagers. Pump fake, puts it up, can't get it to fall. But we got a foul on number 4, Osborne.
Clay County, Hunter said Clay County's 3 for 11 on 3-pointers. Probably be a good idea. It looks like they have made a little effort there to go a little more inside.
Wagers can't get the first free throw to go. He's got 2 points on the night. Him and number 40 for Middlesboro was barking at each other as they were going into the locker room. Actually, not him, it was Richie Logan, number 00, and 40 were barking at each other to the point that the officials kind of called them together and wanted to talk to the coaches. Oh, and look at Hayden Harris exploding. Woo! He went from one end of the floor to the other in no time flat, and I think that's pumped number 25 up.
Well, he's a big, tall boy, and then he's got legs too.
He can jump. Yeah, man, jump out of the gymnasium. Number 40 down low has his shot blocked by Harris from behind. It appeared. Clay County heading the other way with the floater. That's number 4, Landon DeZorn. DeZorn's got 4, and Clay County coming out outscoring them 5-2 here in this first minute and a half of the third quarter, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout called by Coach John Wheat of Middlesboro, 35-30. Clay County, you had talked about it and, had Barberville on the ropes, had Harlan Independent on the ropes, have been playing tooth and toenail with some really good teams. But if there has been one major thing for this Clay County boys teams this year, you don't remember the last time you saw that many leads slip away, especially at home.
No. In Boyle County, early in the year, Boyle County got a nice ball team over there in the 12th region. Man, we had them down 10 or 12 points just about the entire ball game. Fourth quarter came along. We went ice cold, and they got hot, and they nipped us at the end. That was kind of a little thing that went on with the Barberville game and
Harlan.
And the Harlan game.
Yeah. Back from the timeout, knocked away. Good hands there by Hayden Harris. Here comes Jackson in a hurry, running the break with a nice little deceptive move. He went right, and then he went back left. Jackson's got 6. And again, knocked away. Wagers goes to the ground to get it. Tigers on the move. Jackson in the paint, puts it up and in. Jackson's got 8, and now it's a 9-2 run to open up the third quarter, and we're going to get a full timeout called by Coach Wheat of Middlesboro. We'll take a break as well. 6:01 left here in the third. Clay County on a run, 39-30 over Middlesboro here on PRTC TV.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from PRTC TV sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value of PRTC TV everywhere. Visit prtcnet.org and sign up today.
Bring your own device to Appalachian Wireless and get up to $300 in bill credits. If you're looking to switch to the Big Blue Appalachian Wireless Network, there's no better time than right now. Up to $300 in bill credits are possible if you own your own device. Go into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web to learn more and to see the new phones and plans available at Appalachian Wireless. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Restrictions apply. Full terms on AppalachianWireless.com/BYOD.
Both Ed Smith from the Southeast Kentucky Network and I both agreed that it's amazing how different this Clay County Tigers team has been this first 2 minutes of this third quarter, knocking balls away and running smooth breaks, and have expanded that lead out to 9 points at 39-30, Ed, and they're looking more like they should.
Yeah, they turned up the defensive pressure, been able to get some steals, create some turnovers. There's another one, and probably maybe another dunk.
Hayden Harris. He's got 4 points in the quarter, and they've both been on dunks. 41-30. PRTC TV from Bobby Keith Gymnasium at Clay County High School. Almost another steal. And here's the 3 make it a 2-pointer by number 40. I wasn't expecting that from Trey Kyle. His first points on the night. Post player that can shoot. From outside, Desarn, nice, friendly bounce off the rim. Desarn's got 4 here in the quarter. And we're going to get a bump on number 14, Grayson Hooker, only his first and the team's first.
Well, Clay County's done a good job limiting shots. They've forced some turnovers by the Yellow Jackets, and I think they've only attempted 2 shots. Or maybe 3, 1 of 3, I believe.
I think they've had more turnovers than they have shots here in this third quarter. Knocked away there by Hooker. Here comes Wagers. Wagers drives down, puts it off the glass and in. Tough move.
Big man took it himself.
Wagers has got 5 on the other end. They beat him down the floor, and Ashton Osborne lays it up and in for Middlesboro.
I like that young guy. I think he's got some game.
Yeah, him and Bernard, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Some good guards there for Coach Wheat. Jackson gives it over to Desarn in the left corner, guarded by his number namesake there, Ashton Osborne. Number counterpart. Down to Harris. Harris has it knocked away. Good hands there by number 21, Trey King, to force the steal for the Yellow Jackets. Lost the handle on it, kicks it back out. Now King with it, number 21. Bernard will shoot it from right there. And we're going to get a foul on Desarn. Second on Landon, and the team's second. Number 3, Jeremiah Beck checks in, replacing Ashton Osborne. Clay County has outscored them 15-6 here in this third period. How many games have you seen decided over the years in the third quarter, Ed?
Yeah, maybe majority of them.
Yeah, knocked away there. Desarn comes up with a loose ball, and then he almost throws it away. Good hands by Killian to keep them from getting it down there in the corner.
Yeah, if there's one knock that I wish our Tigers would clean up is trying to make too long of a pass. That was had to throw that thing 40 feet down there, and we've done that several times. I wish we'd just get her spacing and make good crisp passes.
Harris in the paint, rolls it off. Rebound to number 40, Trey Kyle. Here comes Bernard the other way. Floater is on the way, too strong. Rebound, Middlesboro on the floor to get it. Now still loose and picked up by Jackson. He's got DeZarn by himself down there. Now a one-on-one, puts it up and in, and draws the foul.
He got there a little late, and if you're going to foul him, make sure they don't make the shot too.
Yeah, I don't think that where Killian was in reference to DeZarn, I don't think he even had enough position to even begin to draw the charge. DeZarn having a big quarter. He's got 6 of his 8 here in the third period.
I'll have to go back to my grade school days. My coach there at Bush Elementary School, Wayne Boland, said, son, if you're going to foul them, let them know that you fouled them.
Absolutely. Get your money's worth.
Yeah.
DeZarn converts the free throw, and we're going to have a reach-in foul on Clay County as Beck drove to the paint. Foul was on Grayson Hooker, his second, team's third. Non-shooting foul. But Clay County has owned the quarter. 18-6.
It seemed like a lot more energy this quarter.
Absolutely.
Active.
Better, just everything.
Yeah.
Here's a three. It is no good from Trey King. Rebound to Bundy. They find DeZarn. What a catch over there in the corner.
Oh, that was tough. Good pass there.
Hooker down low.
Nice.
They find Wagers with a ball fake up and in. So Clay County just clicking on all cylinders here in this third quarter.
I think four guys touched that before it got a layup.
Bernard for three. He got it. Acrobatic shot by Braden Bernard. He's got 13 to lead Middlesboro. Harris with 18 to lead Clay. 50-37. DeZarn, Bundy. DeZarn in the corner to Jackson. Jackson drives, gets cut off. To DeZarn, falling to his backside with one hand, puts it up and in. I believe I had a man named Ed Smith tells me that when he gets hot, he's hard to handle.
When he's hot, he's hot.
9 points in the quarter, and talk about another team that can shoot the three. Joseph Killian, that's his second three of the game. He's got 8. So him and Bernard with back-to-back threes for Clay County lead down to 12. Here's Wagers from the wing. That one's no good, but right there is Bundy, and he can't get it to fall. And we got what?
That should be offensive.
We got an offensive foul. Wagers got set that time, and Beck tried to sidestep him, but Wagers had good position, and that's a really big play, bigger than what it might seem. Beck's first, team's third, but right there you had just started to feel the momentum start to level out or just head back a little bit more the Yellow Jackets' way, and we saw this happen in the second quarter.
Yep. That was a good defensive effort there by Aiden.
Number 14, Hooker, penetrates. Baseline jumper won't go. Bundy there for the rebound, and on the second attempt, puts it up and in. Bundy's got 8. Bernard can't get the floater to fall. Bundy with the rebound, but then he throws it away. Killian over to Bernard for a three. That one's short. Number 21, King with the rebound. He can't get it to fall. And Bundy with the rebound. We're at 50 seconds here in the quarter. Down low, no look to Harris, up and in, and the foul. 20 points for Hayden Harris, and going to get a chance to add to it here. Fouls on Trey King, number 21. That's his third and the team's fourth. Connor Gilbert going to check in. Also number 0, Tate Rice, replacing Jackson and Hooker. I think I see the trend that you told me about earlier right there. Getting a couple of guys out and get them a breather before the start of the fourth.
Give them a little shot of water and let them catch their breath.
Harris's free throw is no good. Only 1 of 3 from the line for Hayden Harris. He shoots 74%. Bernard, good feed
Good
down
feed
low.
there, yeah.
And that ball went all the way around the rim. If that bucket hadn't have fell for Trey King with the kind of night he's not, we would have had to launch some kind of an investigation.
Conspiracy against him.
It just didn't want to go. First bucket of the night for hard luck Trey King. He's got 3. 11 seconds left in the quarter. 56-42. A quarter they started with a 2-point lead. Here comes DeZarn. That's the shot they'd like to have had. Bundy puts it back up again, and they have 2 or 3 opportunities at it but can't convert. But best quarter of the night for the Clay County Tigers as they open up a 14-point lead over the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets with 1 quarter to play. 4th quarter straight ahead. Tigers by 14 over the Yellow Jackets here on PRTC TV.
Yes, we're all quite over staying home right now. But we can make it better by streaming the great shows and movies we've been wanting to see. PRTC can help with fast, reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig, enhanced by reliable Wi-Fi. Stream all you want, no matter how many gadgets are going at once. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade today.
We understand an upside-down world. But they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
Belong to the Clay County Tigers as they outscored the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets 26-14 here on PRTC TV, and they've opened up a 14-point lead as we start the 4th quarter, 56-42 Clay County. If you're a Clay County fan, you've been following them this year, you know that 4th quarters here at home, there's been a couple of rough games here with Boyle and Barberville and Harlan Independent. And hopefully Glenn Gray has told his team to got to have that killer instinct. You got to get a team down, you got to keep them down.
That is a fact, and you know, it's been hard for us to finish games.
There's Grayson Hooker, number 14 with the 3, his first points of the game. Big bucket right there to open up the 4th quarter, make it a 17-point lead. Reverse shot, no good. Jackson right there for the rebound. And one of those long passes that you've been talking about.
Gosh. Oh.
I mean, the ball is in the air so long,
exactly.
I think your blood pressure automatically goes up 10 points.
Right, yeah. That's just too long of a pass, you know, in my opinion, you know, but these are still young guys. We have to keep remembering that, you know.
Oh, yes.
Just a young team.
Nice little catch and turnaround shot by DeZarn. He's got 11 of his 13 here in the second half.
Yeah, most of them's been right there in the paint. He's looked good from right there around that elbow.
Number 5 with a nice little step back jumper from the baseline. That's Killian. He's climbed into double figures with 10. Bernard leads them with 13. 61-44. We played just over a minute here in the 4th quarter. Second verse, same as the first. Nope. Hooker couldn't get that one to fall, but right there is Aiden Wagers. Puts it up and in. Aiden Wagers has got 9 points for Clay County, and there's that little trap right there that Clay County has done such a good job with causing turnovers there near midcourt, and probably a good foul by Middlesboro as it's probably going to be an easy bucket in transition for Clay County.
Clay County's been able to get on them here a little bit, 63-44, so good turnaround for the Tigers. Seemed like their momentum picked up, their energy level was much better.
Foul was on Braden Bernard, number 1 for Middlesboro, his second. And the team's 5th. We got a stoppage in play. I'm not sure exactly why, but we're back to action now. DeZarn inbounds to Hooker, now to Harris. Knocked away. Good hands there by number 40 for Middlesboro, and then Jackson with good hands on the other end. Middlesboro retains possession, can't get the shot to fall. Wagers tears it off for Clay County. Here comes Hooker and try to do a little tricky pass behind the defender, but DeZarn was no longer there. And I bet you Glenn Gray is saying, hey, Grayson, take the shot, man.
Yeah, just go ahead and put it up.
6:10 left in regulation, 63-44. Clay out to a 19-point lead. Turnaround is no good by Middlesboro's number 40, Trey Kyle. Clay County with the rebound, and here comes number 14. Harris fakes the three, tried to float it down to Wagers. It's deflected all the way back out to DeZarn, and he shot his too quick. It's an air ball, and we got Middlesboro's Trey King trying to corral the rebound, and going to be a Clay County foul on the rebound. Foul's going to go against Ethan Jackson. He becomes the first Clay County player with 3 fouls, team's 4th. (63-44). Down low, up and in by Trey King. So King has got 5. 63-46. Hooker in the paint. Bounce pass down to Wagers. Wagers has his shot blocked. Middlesboro saves it in. Bernard gets it ahead to Osborne. Now back to Bernard. He's across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets, puts the floater up, and we're going to have another charge. So Aiden Wagers draws his 2nd charge of the game, and Bernard picks up his 3rd.
That looked like a good call. I know Middlesboro fans won't agree with that, but it looked like he was just standing there waiting on him. But I'll tell you what, Bernard's got some quickness.
Oh, yeah, lightning fast, and can really throw up what some people would consider to be wild shots or kind of acrobatic shots. Sometimes he'll shoot from the hip. He'll make it rain and hit the rafters of the gym, but you can't argue.
Gets the job done.
Well, he's leading them in scoring with 13 points. Wagers on the right baseline. DeZarn, now Jackson. Hooker. Bounce pass down to Hayden Harris. Little one-handed turnaround won't fall. Rebound to Kyle. And then they throw it away. Beck throws it away. DeZarn, jumper from the free throw line is no good, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Clay County back to Middlesboro. Clay County has outscored them 7-4 here in this 4th quarter, but haven't looked quite as sharp as they did in the 3rd quarter. Number 4 for a 3. That one's good by Ashton Osborne, his 3rd 3 of the game. And he's in double figures with 11. That's 3 Yellow Jackets now in double figures for Coach Wheat. 63-49. Still a lot of time left, over 4 minutes to go. Harris for a 3. That one's short. Rebound to Middlesboro's Trey Kyle. In the corner, 3 more. That one's no good by Killian, but they run down the offensive rebound. Beck from 15. That one's in and out. Gets his own rebound. Pump fake. Under the basket. Couldn't get an angle. Killian up and won't fall, but draws the foul. What was that, 5 shots at the basket there? 4?
I think they was going to shoot it until they made it, seemed like.
I believe they called that foul on Jackson, because I think I heard them say it was somebody's 4th, and that could be the only one it could be a 4th one on.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to come out maybe, I don't know, with 3:41 to go. Yes, they subbed for him.
So Killian.
Or no, I guess they did not. They took out Hooker and Wagers.
Yeah. So giving Jackson the opportunity to play with those 4 fouls. Killian missed the first one, and the second one's good. So 1 of 2 for Killian. He's 3 of 4 from the line and has 11 points. 63-50. Kind of surprised Middlesboro's not picking up full court down 13 with 3.5 left.
Yeah, because you got to figure they're going to need to create some turnovers if they're going to get back in it. But they're hanging on, but time is on the Tigers' side right now.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Gives us a chance to check some other action from around the region and district. Other games going on tonight in the 13th region. Pikeville is playing at Harlan Independent. That should be a dandy.
Yeah, I think they split this year. I think Harlan's beat them once, and Pikeville returned the favor.
Yep.
So that's the rubber match there.
And that's at Harlan. Corbin playing at Knox Central, and you would normally say that's probably going to be a barn burner, but Central really struggling, 2-16 this year. Redbird at North Laurel. Lynn Camp is at Perry County Central. Lee County at Powell County. We've got some viewers over in Lee County who thought we'd give a shout out to them. And that's some other action going on tonight. Tomorrow night, Pineville plays at Barberville. Jackson County comes here to Clay County. Williamsburg at Corbin. Breathitt at Harlan. OBI at Knox Central. Bell at Lynn Camp. North at Madison Southern. Leslie at Middlesboro. And South Laurel at Whitley. We got some contact there in the paint. See who the call is on.
I think it's number 4.
Fouls on Ashton Osborne, as Ed mentioned. His second. That is the team's 7th. So for the final 3:22, non-player control fouls, Clay County will be shooting 1 in a bonus. Hayden Harris is 1 of 3 from there tonight. He has 20 points. Front end is good. Hayden only a junior, so he'll be back next season. Graduating Jeremy Hibbard. I think that's the only senior.
Yeah.
That's it, yep.
Yeah. And I erroneously said I thought he was dressing tonight, but I seen him just in his warm-ups over there, so he's not ready to come back and play, but he can give us plenty of valuable minutes at the guard position.
65-50. Clay County trying to put this one away, up 15 with just over 3 minutes to go. And errant pass, but they get it back, and number 4, Ashton Osborne, puts it up and in.
There's your pressure you were talking about.
Yep. DeZarn takes it across the timeline on his own. Ahead to Rice, down to Bundy. He puts it up and in. Bundy climbs into double figures with 10. Joins DeZarn and Harris. Knocked away. Good hands by the Clay County defenders. DeZarn ends up with it for the Tigers. 67-52. DeZarn, they forgot where he was. He puts it up and in. And what are they going to call? Charge?
I think they did.
Yep. So DeZarn called for the charge. That's his 3rd, team 6th. So Middlesboro running out of time to make a run in this one as Clay County looks like they have put it away here at home. But with the 3-point shot, you never know. That was thrown away. Good job by number 45, Elijah Bundy, to step into the passing lane on that one. Jackson, really good with the basketball. Got to watch for a 5-second call. And I think Coach Glenn Gray was thinking the same thing, as he is going to take a quick timeout with 2:07 left in the game. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, 67-52. Well, after this one, we'll be bringing you in a separate broadcast. The Clay County Lady Tigers hosting the Jackson County Lady Generals. That'll be the game after this one tonight here at Bobby Keith Gymnasium. And then tomorrow night, and I don't think, in my 13 years, I've never called 2 teams in a gymnasium one night and then went back and called the other side of the coin the next night.
Right, and especially between like Clay County and Jackson and Clay County and North.
Yeah,
we always play double headers, but
yeah.
I mean I know there's
a reason for it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because you don't know exactly who's going to win your All-A region. You don't know when you're going to play,
yeah.
and so and you want to give your girls every opportunity to pregame have a walkthrough and get ready to play in your regional or get ready to play in your state tournament.
Now, you don't want them playing a district rival 24 hours before playing in an all-A state tournament.
Right, exactly right.
So tonight we'll have the girls' side of the Clay Jackson doubleheader, and then tomorrow night it'll be 7:30. We'll probably have, I'm assuming, JV boys probably before the varsity boys, and so we should hit the air just before 7:30 tomorrow night.
It should be a good one. It was a dandy ball game over there earlier in the year.
It was. 5-point game, I think.
Yes.
So Clay County trying to put the finishing touches on this one. Interesting that Middlesboro is not immediately fouling, as we're at the 2-minute mark and they're down 15. Clay County recognizing their best friend right now is that running clock on the wall. Dangerous pass. Jackson goes up to get it. Jackson penetrates, moving through the lane. And again, a lot of time going off the clock before Middlesboro does finally foul. It's going to go against Jeremiah Beck, his second, team's 8th.
Usually you see a team really trying to pressure, and if they don't get something, within the first 10 seconds, then they'll go ahead and put you on the line. But now they ran a good, 35, 40 seconds off the clock.
I'd say they lost 25% of what clock was left on that possession, and you're down 5 full possessions. So not playing with the urgency you would anticipate. We've got DeZarn going to the line to shoot 1 and a bonus. He is 1 of 1 from there tonight. Front end is no good. And I tell you, I just got a feel for Trey King. He had that rebound and took his eye for a moment and just lost it out of bounds. Hard luck night for number 21, Trey King.
Yeah, missed some open shots, and that was pretty just kind of indicative of what's happened with him tonight.
Yes. Foul called on Braden Bernard. That's his first, team's 9th. But I think you are exactly right about this Middlesboro team in that they've got some shooters on this squad that if they continue to grow and get better as they go along, Middlesboro may end up being a tough out here for long.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they've proven to me they can handle the ball. They've got 3 really good outside shooters. And then, you've got King, the big boy there, and Beck has not had his normal, great game because he's their best athlete, but he's not really had to do all the scoring. The other 3 guards have really played well.
68-52 as Gilbert makes the front end of the 1 and a bonus. Second one rattles out. 16-point lead. Middlesboro's going to have to get some shots off in a hurry. Clay County doing a really good job of guarding that perimeter. And stolen by Jackson. And then stolen back by Beck. Here's a 3 from Killian. That one's no good and going to go out of bounds off of Clay County back to Middlesboro. But more importantly in that possession for Clay County is another 30, 35 seconds ran off the clock.
Yep. We've got Clay County's, at least going to be a double-digit victor here tonight, but it's not been easy.
Down low, and we're going to have a foul called on Clay County. And him and Bundy having some words. Well, things got a little bit chippy there in the first half, down toward the end of the second quarter. Bundy picks up his second and the team's 7th. Bundy plays with a lot of spirit, a lot of fire.
Yes, he does. And but I actually think that was Connor Gilbert that blocked it on him. But and they both kind of got tangled up. But I think King took exception to that. Felt like he got fouled a little too hard. And you can tell he plays with emotion, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
he's not had his best game, so he's probably already a little aggravated, so it's just kind of a spillover to that. But it appears that they've got things under control.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see that play in with nobody getting hurt, nobody getting thrown out, no technicals being issued. Coach Glenn Gray gets Bundy out of there. That's a veteran head coach move. There's already 5 out there. The officials trying to say he has to go back in there.
Has to stay in until after the first free throw.
Yep.
Always seemed like a silly rule to me, but
it does to me too. I would agree with that.
I guess there's a reason for it.
King's free throw a little bit too strong.
And you know, I'm sure the rules put in so that you don't sub after the first or sub before the free throw and then sub
after.
Again after the free throw.
Trying to cut down on the game disruptions.
Right.
Second one is good by King. He is 2 of 4 from the line, has 6 points, 5 of them here in the second half. Long pass ahead and nice smart play there by Hooker, knowing the time is worth a whole lot more than the basket is. Yellow jacket foul near midcourt. Going to whistle that one on number 5, Joseph Killian, his 3rd. And that is the 10th team foul on Middlesboro. So, is that Landon Smith?
Yes.
Free throw good by number 20. His first trip to the line tonight. He's got 3.
I'm not sure what. I think he's a freshman, but I think he's a freshman. I can't.
He's a sophomore.
Sophomore, okay.
Oh, that's that home rim right there, man.
There, it stayed right there.
Find that dead spot on the back. Landon gets them both to go. And all academic at this point as Clay County is going to run away with this one, but like you said, it was not an easy win. The scoreboard may see a 17 to 20 point win here, but it was closer than that for a while.
Yeah, a lot closer than that, yeah. I think Middlesboro's gave Clay County all they wanted.
Out top, nice hands there by Smith to deflect it. Puts it up and won't go, but does draw the foul. And Killian picks up his 4th. And Landon Smith going back to the line to shoot 2 more. Hayden Harris leading all scorers with 22 points on the night.
Right around his average, just a little more.
Yep, average is 20.5. Free throw good by Smith. He's 3 of 3 from there here.
Yeah, and Hayden's not played here in the last, 4 or 5 minutes?
Another coach thinking about the game tomorrow night once he realizes
Got
this
to have
one.
some legs, yep.
Yep. On the other end, knocked away, and Smith ends up with it. 71 to 53 as Clay County dribbles the time away. And it is going to be a final. Clay County Tigers improve to 9-9 on the season. Middlesboro falls to a record of 4-15 on the season. The final, Clay County 71 and Middlesboro 53. Ed, as always, my friend, enjoyed it greatly, and we'll be joining you here again here in a little while for the nightcap version. But for this particular broadcast, sir, always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys at PRTC. Always do a great job. I'm certainly glad to have you guys over here.
We'll take a break, and we'll come back with our final stats and thoughts for this one and get ready for Clay girls against Jackson girls coming up next. Stay tuned to PRTC TV.
There's so many great things about life in gig country, and PRTC is proud to be one more. A local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
Today, reliable internet is crucial for everyone to thrive. PRTC gets it. And we want you to know if you are currently enrolled in the Affordable Connectivity Program or Lifeline to help with your PRTC bill. You will lose these important benefits if you sign up for a government-funded cell phone plan. Protect your ACP or Lifeline benefit. Contact PRTC to learn more.
You ready?
You're gonna love this.
To crank it up
Yeah.
and rock it out. We took you backstage and we made you laugh out loud. We brought you great stories and a front row seat to some of country music's biggest stages. But trust us, y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
That's an avalanche of awesome.
This is the Circle Network, and we are just getting started. Egypt and Mike are back to business.
This is going to be one of our best yet.
Balancing project bids.
You can do that. I can do anything.
And busy kids.
Here we go.
Get head over heels for their jaw-dropping reveal.
That is cool. My yang.
And my yang.
Married to Real Estate. All new Thursday at 9 on HGTV.
It is a final. The Clay County Tigers defend their home court on homecoming night with a 18-point win over the visiting Middlesboro Yellow Jackets, 71-53. And with me, I have our PRTC TV player of the game, junior Hayden Harris. 22 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 slams. Great game tonight, Hayden, and getting a big win on the home floor against Middlesboro.
Yeah, it was a good game. We started out really hot, but we kind of slowed down there a little bit in the second quarter. But we come out after halftime, we just had good energy, and we played really hard defense.
One thing that I was talking to Ed Smith about, and it's been a bit of a bugaboo for this team, you think about some bad memories like Bull County and Barberville and Harlan Independent and giving North Laurel every bit they want for the first half on their home floor. We saw a difference in the team in the first quarters and the third quarters. Like you said, you guys came out really flying high in that first quarter. You knocked down 3 straight threes from the top from this spot. But I think a key for this Clay County Tiger team, and it's a young team, is keeping that momentum going for 4 quarters against some good teams, because you don't keep that momentum going, good teams will sneak up on you and beat you.
Yeah, we really struggled with that last year, closing out games and coming out sloppy at a halftime, but we're getting better at that, and we've done a pretty good job now of coming out at halftime with a lot of intensity and defensive pressure.
Middlesboro really made the game. They've got some bruisers. Middlesboro made the game pretty physical. In the second quarter, I felt like they kind of got you guys off your game and made the game very physical and really almost tied it there at halftime. What was Coach Gray's adjustments he wanted you guys to make when you went into the locker room halftime? Had a little pushing and shoving match right before the whistle and everything, but what was Coach Gray telling you guys?
Yeah, they're really physical, but at halftime he just told us to stick to the game plan and run the offense, and shots will come, and they did, and we got the win.
Congratulations, my friend, on a big win. We'll see you tomorrow night. See if you guys can defend the home floor against 49th District rival Jackson County.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Hayden Harris. 22 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and he is our PRTC TV player of the game. If you want to hand off to Mr. Hunter Carroll over here, he's going to slide in your spot, and we'll see you tomorrow night, Hayden. Hunter, thank you, sir. Congratulations. Hunter Carroll, ready to bring us our final stats on the 18-point win, Clay County 71 and Middlesboro 53. Take it away, my friend.
We'll start with the individual stats. We'll jump over to Middlesboro. You had number 30, Bryson Hatfield with 2 points. Number 40, Trey Kyle with 2 points. Number 3, Jeremiah Beck with 6 points. Number 21, Trey King with 6 points and 15 rebounds. Number 5, Joseph Killian with 11 points. And then they were led by number 4, Ashton Osborne, and number 1, Brady Bernard with 13 points apiece. If you flip over to the Clay side, you had number 12, Connor Gilbert with 1 point. Number 14, Gracia Hooker with 3 points. Number 20, Landon Smith with 5 points. Number 22, Ethan Jackson with 8 points and 8 rebounds. Number 40, Aiden Wagers with 9 points and 10 rebounds. Number 45, Elijah Bundy with 10 points and 13 rebounds. Number 4, Landon Desarn with 13 points. And our PRTC player of the game was Hayden Harris with 22 points and 7 rebounds. Then if you go to the team stats, Clay County was 27 of 63 from the field for 43%, compared to Middlesboro's 18 of 53 for 34%. Middlesboro was 7 of 16 for 44% from 3, compared to Clay County's 4 of 19 for 29%. Clay County did shoot 13 of 20 from the free throw line for 65%, compared to Middlesboro's 10 of 17 for 59%. Middlesboro had 32 team rebounds compared to Clay County's 41 team rebounds. Clay County had 16 turnovers compared to Middlesboro's 13.
Assists.
Middlesboro had 4 team assists compared to Clay County's 7.
All right. Thank you, Hunter, for the final stats. Again, your final score, the Clay County Tigers improved to 500 at 9-9 with an 18-point win over the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets, which falls to 4-15 on the season. That's going to do it for this broadcast of exciting high school basketball action. A reminder, we will have a second broadcast for you coming up here shortly, which will pit the Clay County Lady Tigers against the visiting Jackson County Lady Generals. For TJ Isaacs, Mark Solfridge, Hunter Carroll, Ed Smith, this is Brian Murray saying thank you so much for joining us for another high school basketball broadcast on PRTC TV.